Oversharing on social has changed the way that people are experiencing their lives. You know, she says this: we've been posting about our lives for a long time, but now I notice something else. Something more than a compulsion to capture and share moments. I see people turning into TV characters, their memories into episodes, themselves into entertainment. We have become the meaningless content swiped past and scrolled through. Experiences, relationships, even our own children are cheapened, packaged, churned out for others to consume. For some of us, growing older has become a series of episodes to release. First the proposal, then the wedding, followed by house tours, pregnancy reveals, every milestone and update on and on forever. We exist to entertain each other.
Yeah. I think that's
we end the episode right there.
Very well put.
Boom! Ooh, got your ass.
I said I'm never coming back again. Next I stepped away from the mirror. I got my mind made up now, cause I can see the future much clearer.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying, yada yada yada, etc. 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 The episodes, social media, reality TV episodes. I'm glad somebody articulated this way so I could talk about it. People creating content out of the character that they created for themselves. So when people talk about grifting, the content creator is not being themselves. They fake as hell. They just quote unquote rage baiting. People are online. I'm trying to go viral. I'm trying to yada yada yada. I'm trying to get paid. But in some ways, obviously the good ones are doing a great job because you keep coming back for more and more and more and more, and the show goes on. In my opinion, some of these shows are stupid as hell. But hey, you the audience, you want to be entertained, fine. You entertained by stupid shit. That's what happens. Also, the other thing, some of y'all pulling y'all phone out, documenting life in a sense. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, some of y'all are 100% right to document what's going on. And then some of y'all are really instigators and assholes who start shit and then pull out your phone and act like you're a victim. And guess what? Even when you filming, we can tell the difference. But let me add something else to this equation. Some of y'all are characters, right? And the difference between being an actor and a character is this. Some actors get caught in everybody knowing them for one character. You get what I'm saying? And that really, so for some people, it annoys the heck out of them. Excuse me. But for others, they embrace it. But the thing is, they try to be another they try to embody something else. When you're a character on social media, they may not be no evolution from that. That's pretty much what they're going to remember you as. You get what I'm saying? So when you mad 5-10 years from now, you put yourself out there as that character. I'm not talking about a meme. Somebody took a picture and somebody got famous from a meme. I'm not talking about that. But when some of y'all, the very thing that you feel like, not feel like, the very thing that make you laugh or make you cry, the very thing that'll make you laugh or make you cry, meaning the character you made for yourself might have went viral and got you a lot of money for now. But do you really want to maintain that character 5 years from now? Do you really want to go places? You need to do that thing. See, that's why some of these people out here trying to be comedians. I'm a artiste, I'm a comedian. No, you're not. You ain't said shit funny on stage yet. You're good at this, and that's cool to be good at this. But, and this is for the grifters in particular, your grift character, you're going to be stuck with that. You're gonna be stuck with that. All you political characters, you're gonna be stuck with that. All you people who got to be on all the time, and if you don't know what I mean by on all the time, that's people who all that stupid shit. You're gonna be that. Yeah, you can be 40, 50 years old, and people will be do that thing you was doing. You're like, that was a long time ago. That's all they're gonna know you for because you did it 50, 11 times on fucking social media. You did it to yourself. See, now you can't put it on anybody else. They're gonna think this is you authentically because it's your content, your page under you as a person. They're gonna look for, you know, how can I say this? They're not going to look for the quote unquote content of your character that's deeper than this because you didn't put out anything deeper about yourself. You put out what you thought was going to get you views. For some people, it got views. For some people, it's going to be a nightmare. Same thing with you people who got your gimmicks. You know, people going to look at you as that gimmick for probably the rest of your life because. And when I say it this way, a lot of the social media characters, y'all grown as hell. See, you're not like 22 trying to figure it out. No. You 35 and up. And over here, like, okay, better remember that shit. I did it to make a little money. Hey, whatever. So you scammers, same thing. I'm a businessman. No, you're not. You're a fucking scammer. Fucking scammer. Stop. I don't know why you trying to lie. You know. But taking it a step further with other stuff. I'm gonna take this a step further with something else. For all you folks that he said, posting all of your life business. you know, if you make content like a lot, you might talk about things that happen in your day-to-day life. And sometimes, and I want y'all to hear me when I say this. And sometimes y'all think people out here stunting and showing off on social media, which that to some of that's true. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, because I just had the caveat to this. Some of these people are showing off and stunting on social media, and you think it's for inspiration. No, it's not. It's for taxes. If I put this shit that I bought in my content, I can write it off on my taxes. You get what I'm saying? So, oh man, I saw the car and house. It's inspiration. That's a tax. That's a tax break. I bought the car. At the end of the year, I paid and get that money back. That's what that is. It ain't inspiration for anybody. So sometimes when people are letting you in their lives, they letting you see stuff that they trying to write off. Even when trips and events, I'm here. That taxes. Guarantee you taxes. I'm at this hotel, taxes. I went. I'm at this resort in this country, taxes. For some of y'all probably don't even get that. I bought this watch. I got this car. I got taxes. So some of this, some of y'all don't think what's behind the veil. Miss the Wizard of Oz. Like it's not the smoke and mirrors. You're not really paying attention to what's really going on now. The other thing, now, let me get back to the character part. Because like I said, some people are playing the character for the write-off. That's why people are following the algorithm. They're a character, but they got to follow the algorithm because, it's like business. It goes up and down, right? So, I'm I'm shooting up being this character. Now that wave is closing, I got to do something else. I got to put my character over here. You know, that's why you get the evolution of people. Some people evolve. Some people just hop from wave to wave to wave to wave to wave. You know, because of that. Now, I probably was jumping when I did all that, but whatever. But let me get to the emotionalism of personal shit. When people are posting their lives, get back to that rather. A lot of people are posting their lives because they're not really living. I want you to see what I'm doing, but I ain't really doing nothing. You get what I'm saying? I just want to be seen. Like, think about it. I was clowning with a clowning with a guy I know working out like 2 days ago. Does he's a bouncer. And I was laughing. I said, "Yeah, you out there watching people go out, spend their money to look at everybody a little bit and be on their phone the whole time." Because even going out ain't going out anymore. So when people are posting their lives, they're not really thinking about living. Like they're not enjoying life. They're actually posting a moment when they should be enjoying the moment. They're outside going live because they don't have the guts to actually be free enough to have fun and enjoy themselves. You get what I'm saying? I'm at the club. You should be dancing, talking to people, meeting new people, getting some numbers. So you can get some, so you can do all that, right? I'm on vacation. You should be enjoying the fucking vacation. If you want to do, and when I say it that way, I mean, these people could post in their downtime or whatever. I get all that. But I see people posting you're posting at a club when the club should be jumping. You shouldn't be posting. You're posting on vacation when you could actually be doing some vacation shit. Like not when you're in your room chilling. We out of the thing, nigga. You should be enjoying what's going on. But I digress. Because everybody wants to be a star and everybody wants people to be in their show. The Truman Show became a self a self-induced thing. Now everybody's the star in their own show, and that don't mean your fucking show is good though. But hey, but I want to be seen 24/7. I want everybody to know me and know I existed. What if you don't have nothing to say though? Even if you're a character, what if your character really don't have nothing to say? What if your character, you know, doesn't resonate? Like, I'm a music fan, right? And I'll say it this way. There are some good artists, sometimes even great artists, that were considered good and great. That their music doesn't age well. It was cool when it came out. But then about 5, 10, 15 years later, you're like, what the fuck were they talking about? And why the fuck did I like that? And then there's people that you listen to that you was like 5, 10, 15, 20 years later, they was like that. And they could have been good and great artists too. And then there were some people that were underrated, that people overlooked, and you listening like, why wasn't we listening to this over that? Because the character that somebody had outweighed their actual ability. You get what I'm saying? So now we're going to see the same thing on social media. People are these great characters, and then you're going to come to terms with years later, like, why was we watching this fucking idiot? Because you was thinking like that too. Why weren't we watching this cat when they were way better than them? Because just their show wasn't entertaining you at that time. Their character wasn't. And sometimes people don't want to be a character for you. I don't want to be your fucking dancing frog. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello. Oh, we love it. Fuck you. You get what I'm saying? But I done went too long. Let me get out of here. Tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace.